With a pandemic, with a deep recession, the question is, who is going to bring together the community? Who is going to bring together the people and the organizations and the resources to address such a large problem? And that's what the Federation does.
Immediately upon the outset of the pandemic, Federation quickly raised an emergency relief fund, recognizing that there were going to be certain institutions that were going to really struggle, both in terms of revenue and in terms of being able to reach all of the people that they needed to. Without any hesitation, Federation stepped up and filled that void and did exactly what they're supposed to do, and that is to be the glue that helps keep our Jewish community strong and vibrant.
They really mobilized the troops, they mobilized the donors, they mobilized community builders. Those that were in need were taken care of. Those are the things that the Federation always does, but they did it in hyper speed.
This year, Jewish Federation kept people connected by putting on programming, but it wasn't just random programming. It was thoughtfully put together, and it was both interesting and also important, and it highlighted where the needs are.
As a federation, we get the leader that we need at that particular moment in time. And I've worked with a wide range of leaders. Little did we know what we were going to enter into, obviously, with the pandemic, with the recession, and other challenges that we faced as a community. Mark was the perfect president for the past 2 years.
Mark was a very, very energetic child. His ability for leadership was evident from maybe his young teens. I never had to push him, it just was a natural ability.
Mark became president of Federation 2 years ago. When there were needs, and they were pretty immediate, he just immediately went into overdrive. He loves a challenge and does not give up on anything.
He's got an air of peacefulness about him. He was the ideal person to take what the role threw at him and deal with it.
My uncle is just somebody who leads by example, and I think that that's really what this year called for.
He was forever connecting with people, and having that one-on-one with Mark, you walk away saying, I want to be part of his team.
He enjoys Jewish learning, not just for the sake of it, but because it helps him become a better leader and a better person, and he then wants to use it to strengthen our community and our Jewish life collectively. In that way, Mark really embodies kind of that full sense of what a Jewish leader can be.
We have friends this year who've, stepped up to be on committee roles or board roles, and I think a lot of that has happened this year under my uncle's leadership.
He's just become someone that people look up to.
I think when Mark looks back on these last 2 years, he will, of course, be proud of the Federation and the community for having rallied the troops to combat COVID. But I think what he's most proud of, perhaps, is knowing that when he leaves this office, the Federation is in excellent hands.
Mark, I want to thank you for your partnership. I want to thank you for your support, for your engagement, for your passion. I also want to thank you for your friendship. You've been a true partner in everything that we've done, and I will forever appreciate that.
I'd just like to tell Mark, both how proud I am of him and how he inspires me to be a better leader.
He's always just been a role model to me in the community. I'm so appreciative of all that he's done to carry this Jewish community through the toughest of years.
We are all stronger and bolder and kinder because of Mark.
I'm glad it was him in that seat.
I have so much more admiration for him after these last 2 years, and he pushes people in a great way to do things they wouldn't normally do or to think in a way that they wouldn't normally think.
Mark's dad, of blessed memory, would be so proud of Mark and the accomplishments and the person that he is. We are very fortunate to have such a wonderful son. Mark, thank you for all that you do for the Federation. You made Washington a better place because of your involvement. I'm very, very proud of you.